people talked about Omar from the other night. A lot of people talked about Coleman Hawkins' performance. What did you think of your performance?
You know, I got in foul trouble. I hate sitting on the bench. So I knew they were double teaming Kofi. I knew they weren't a great rebounding team. So I just knew once I got off the bench, go in there and try to impact the game. So yeah, that's what I did.
Coleman, when you think back to where you were at the start of the season to where you are now, what areas do you think you've improved the most over the course of the season?
I think just having a better understanding of what I need to do for this team. Better spacing, better effort, better things on defense, just a bunch of different things.
Do you think that maybe got simplified because of guys getting back into the rotation and getting healthy and you being able to really settle into a role now?
Yeah, I definitely think that people start to understand like what we need to do. Like early on, like Cincinnati game when we lost there, like we kind of didn't. Oh my bad. We kind of didn't have like an understanding of like who we were yet, what we needed to do to win. It was just kind of discombobulated, especially on offense, just everybody everywhere, not knowing where to go. But now we have a much better understanding, and everyone's way more effective in the things they do.
Coleman, what's this been like for you? I mean, you were in the starting lineup, but you were playing some side, literally every position, and now being maybe an energy guy is what's called of you off the bench right now. Like, how have you kind of handled everything that's been this season?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been going day by day with it. There's been, it's ups and downs so far, but that comes with the game. I think I've handled it well, and just like I said, having an understanding. It gets real hard. Knowing you have to know every single position. Go out there. You don't know whether you're going to play the 2 or the 5. It gets hard, but just understanding what you have to do to impact the team and helping the team win. Yeah.
How do you see this rivalry with Michigan? A lot of fans have weighed in, even players. What do you think personally?
I don't think last year I had the understanding until we didn't get to play them right away. I think like before with the crowds and everything and no COVID, I think if I were like here, I would have had a better understanding of it. But last year it didn't hit me until we didn't get to play them right away and they had to reschedule some games. But definitely now there's definitely a hatred, as I feel like we should have another Big Ten banner hanging in our rafters, but it's not there. But I definitely, with the way they talk on social media, the way our fans talk about them, I definitely feel a strong hatred and rivalry between them.
Did it give you extra juice going into the ball game, or did you try to keep it the same?
It definitely gives you some extra juice, but you try to respect your opponent, stay humble, and just go out there. Don't think about little things that someone might have said. Just go out there and play hard, and try to get the win.
When Hunter said this summer nobody likes Illinois, how did you guys take that personally?
It made us feel good because that just shows everyone hates us because we play so hard. We're hard to beat. People they don't play the same when they play us, and it's been evident. So I think that's kind of a compliment for us.
Coleman, what makes this team such a good offensive rebounding team? You look at the numbers, you're right up there in the top in the country.
Yeah, I think at first it was hard because people were double teaming Kofi, and at times there was like a whole bunch of people in the paint when shots go up, when he sprays it. But now I think we're definitely realizing like where balls are coming from, when people are going to take shots, and that's the way I look at it. Like sometimes I think like the other night when Kofi was getting double teamed, I know like all the focus is on Kofi, so I just snuck right around. I knew he was shooting the shot he was going to shoot, and I got a tip in. But yeah, just having an understanding of like who's going to shoot a shot, where it's going to go, how many people are going to be in the paint at the time. Like just having a great understanding of that. I think that's made us a great offensive rebounding team.
These last week, I think, 8 rebounds in each of the last 3 games. What was the feeling like out there? Do you feel settled? Do you feel like you know exactly what you're supposed to provide this team with when you're on the floor?
Yeah, definitely. I think rebounding, it just shows like the effort that you have going. Like some people just they'll either leak out or you know, they're too, lazy to crash the glass. But I think, really going to the glass and getting that extra possession for your team just shows how much effort you have and how much you want it. So yeah.
I mean, Trent has had moments, or like through the Nebraska, maybe that whole second half, where he can just kind of take control of things offensively. But what's it like when he's maybe in that mode?
Yeah, it's great to see Trent do what he does offensively, because on defense he's always locked in. So for that to go hand in hand both ways, it's great to see. He's a great leader for us. He's a great senior, and he knows the game well. So just to see him take over and to do the things that he's capable of doing, it's great. I think last year he got kind of caught in having to guard like the best point guards, everything. And he didn't really get looked at as, how great of an offensive player he was. And I know in the past, he got to score a lot on offense, but, the team wasn't that good. But now he's on a great team, and he can do it on both ends, so he gets to prove that now.
Do you approach things any differently coming off the bench than you did when you were in the starting lineup?
No, I just try to go out there and play hard. You can't play perfect, but just try to go out there and do what you can for the team and do whatever it takes to win.
How important will that Kofi-Hunter matchup be tomorrow?
It'll be very important. I think it's just going to send a message to all the people who try to put them in the same two categories. I think Kofi's a much more dominant player. I think better defender, better feet. But I think it's going to be a huge matchup. But at the end of the game, I think people will understand that Kofi's probably the most dominant college basketball player.
Coleman, you're someone who plays a lot off the energy of a crowd. All the storylines coming in here, you can expect Illinois fans to be pretty energized. How do you plan to channel that positively?
Yeah, when the crowd's making noise, cheering for you, you get going. I'm definitely looking forward to having a packed house. As we mentioned earlier, like a little rival between Michigan. I know there's going to be people who want to see us beat them, so I know it's going to be crazy tomorrow. I know it's just going to be great, and it's just going to be filled with great positive energy.
So after the game against Nebraska, there's a picture of you and Brad in the locker room, and you seem pretty happy with you. What made that moment so special? Like, what was kind of behind that?
Yeah, so he came in, and we kind of pranked him a little bit. He came in screaming, yeah, and we just looked at him like he was crazy. Like we paused, like we all playing that pause, didn't say anything, and then we just erupted. And then he ran up to Omar, gave him a kiss on his forehead, and he ran up to me, and I was not trying to get a kiss on my forehead, but I appreciate him. But he came up to me, but it was a great moment because he was just showing love to me and Omar, basically just telling us that we had great energy for the team, and we had some huge plays down the stretch for our team. Yeah, he's just showing us love, so that means a lot.